Welcome to the Sports Delivery Systems Show. I'm your host Thomas Spencer, and we're here today with another exciting episode where we talk about sports delivery systems through a major Australian sports star. This week's episode is about Chris Rogers, who is a major success story in Australian cricket. Talking about him tonight is because of his amazing success story of getting back into the Australian cricket side, which is a comeback only few can dream about. And to Test cricket after 5 years in 2013. We'll be talking about him through his book, Chris Rogers, Bucking the Trend, written by himself and Daniel Bretting. Delivery systems are a range of agencies that compete and contribute to deliveries of sports for all. These agencies and the competitions and services they deliver to participants at whatever level they are able to achieve compromise the delivery of sports systems. For us sports watchers and participants to understand how sports delivery systems work, any sports associations work, and how they train their participants and train those who compete in the sport itself. It also gives us a means of why things are done as the way they are in sports. So why a certain players train the way they are and develop the way they are for the set of skills that they possess. Got into the sport of cricket through his family, as they were a massive sporting family, with his dad being the manager of the Western Australian Cricket Association during a time of great upheaval, which his report allowed for players to receive more money when playing cricket during the era of Kerry Packer. Grew up playing two different sports. He grew up playing tennis and cricket. He ended up giving up tennis due to not liking the way it's more of an individual sport, and went on to play cricket as it's more a team sport. Many clubs, including the Australian Test team and One Day team, the Sydney Thunder in the Big Bash League, the Victoria Bushrangers, and Western Australia in the Sheffield Shield, the County Championship for Derbyshire, Middleshire, Somerset, and Leicestershire. Now go into two of the formats for those competitions. One of them will be well known, but one of them will be kind of unknown. We'll start with the Big Bash League, where he played for the Sydney Thunder. The Big Bash League works as a round-robin tournament between 8 teams, with the top 4 teams, points-wise, at the end of the season going on to the semi-finals, where first will play fourth, the second will play third. The winner of those 2 semi-finals will play in the final. The winner of that will be the Big Bash League champions. It's the English County Championship, where he played for 5 different clubs over the time of his career. The English County Championship works as most English kind of club championships work. There are 2 divisions. One division with 9 teams. How each of the top division works is that winners of games get 12 points, and you can get bonus points for how many runs you score and how many wickets you get. Those bonus points going up to 5 each. By the end of the season, the team with the most points will be the champions, whereas the team with the 2 lowest points will get relegated and will be replaced in the top 5 by the 2 top teams of the second division. Now we'll talk about how the clubs in ways of sports development through the sports delivery systems help Chris Rogers become a better player. We'll start with the under-19s and Western Australian part of his career. Both these were more like a trial by fire for Chris. They showed him how professional cricket would be. They showed him what level he needed to step up to play in that division. It also showed him that he can't be that party boy that he was anymore. That he needed to get out of that and put cricket before his personal life. That shaped him to become a very more well-rounded cricketer. It shaped him to be more professional in the way he plays his cricket. County championships for his 5 clubs that he played for. Each one allowed him to play fruitfully and overall play a more well-rounded and more relaxed game. It allowed him to develop his skills slow and at his own pace. It allowed him to constantly have that practice and constantly know where he stood and how well he played each week. It's the Australian Test cricket side. That shaped him, especially with the help of Darren Lehman, the coach at the time, to become how he is as a player now, and how you saw him in his final years of representative cricket. The Australian Test side helped shape him by making him more focused on how he was as a player. and more focused on how to play in the big time. It allowed him to step out of his shell on the cricket side and how that shaped him as a player. It allowed him, as a senior player, to grow even more and to show how being a senior player in the club and having that respect and having the confidence from a coach can shape who you are as a player and shape you as becoming one of the best cricketers in the world. People that majorly shaped who Chris was in his career. The Middlesex psychologist, Steve Sylvester, mainly helped him during the time of being re-selected for the Australian side in 2013. Steve ended up helping Chris get into the mindset of how to be a cricketer. He said, not really caring if you didn't do well, helped Chris get into the mindset to not worry about Test cricket, to take every moment as if it's going to be his last in cricket. Steve also helped Chris get through the death of who he is. His death rocked the cricketing nation and caused Chris to get more into his head and to sink more into his fear and anxiety. Steve ended up helping Chris get out of that rut, helped him become a better player, and helped him to show that you may be in your anxiety, but you can beat that anxiety. Anxiety and fear don't control who you are, and don't control you as a sports person. That allowed him to develop a strong mindset for cricket, a strong mindset as a player, a strong mindset to get through each and every day and to get through each match as the best that he possibly could. That helped develop him into the sports person that he is today is his father, who, as I explained earlier in the video, was once the chairman of the Western Australian Cricket Association and a former Sheffield Shield cricket player. Chris's father helped Chris by being kind of a rock on his shoulder, kind of being there. It helped him develop to who he was today and helped him keep a head on his shoulders. Chris's father worked by always telling him what he needed to do and always being there for him. That development gave Chris a person to rely on. It also gave Chris a means to trust himself and develop that trust in himself and the trust that many players need to develop in themselves to succeed in the career they want. In Chris Rogers' career, number 5. Winning the Ashes on home soil. Number 4. Being selected for the Australian squad in 2009. Number 3. Being named the man of the series for the 2013 Ashes in England. Number 2. The Test century at Lords. And number 1. Being re-selected in the Australian side for the 2013 Ashes after 5 years of being out of the Australian squad. Do I think the book overall covers sports management systems well? In some ways yes, in some ways not. It covers how individuals themselves can help a player develop as a sports person, not really how clubs do that. You see, with the book, it talks more about how the individuals in Chris's life that helped shape him to be who he was as a player. It doesn't really tell us how the club as a whole shaped him. It doesn't tell us how specifically how the clubs do what they do to help him. It kind of glosses over that simple section and more shows the ways that the individual helped him and how he got shaped by each individual's words and actions in his life. Overall, it does help in the ways that people as a whole shape an individual through their sports delivery systems, not as a club. And that's the one problem I had with the book. It doesn't help with that, because we don't see how he shaped as a player right at the start of the career, from before he became a major Test star. It only really shows between his first Test rendezvous and his second Test selection. And in conclusion, really, we see that sports delivery systems, as done through an individual themselves, can help a player get through and get to the top of their game. And they can help a player develop themselves in the sporting field they desire to be in. Sports delivery show, I'm your host, Thomas Spencer, signing off for today. We'll be back next week with another amazing show.